Happy Friday, happy November. It's time for another episode of the Top Tenor Show. I'm Liv.
And I'm James. And surprise, it's November 1st, which also falls on a Friday. So you're getting the double effect of what games are coming out in November. And holy cow, it was hard to choose from because there's like 50 games coming out in November. But these are 10 that Liv and I feel you should open your wallet for and give a shot. And spoiler alert, we are not sponsored by any of them, so don't think that.
Kicking off our November releases, we have Nine Souls, which is releasing on all platforms on November 26th. This is a 2D action platformer game, which isn't really my style, but you know what is? This art style. This is a very unique setting. We have Tao Punk, which is a mixture of cyberpunk and Taoism. It's a new genre, people, new setting. Exploring the land once home to an ancient alien race, you will follow a vengeful hero's quest to slay the Nine Souls. What do you think about that, James?
I mean, Tao Punk. That's words I never thought would happen. Taoism and cyberpunk. What's next? Shao Fuchsia RPGism? I bet
he's already doing RPGs.
No, if you haven't checked this out, seriously, if you're a fan of platformers, it actually looks like it could be a lot of fun, and they did put a lot of love into it, so cautiously optimistic. Maybe I'll buy it. Number 9, Nintendo did it again. Mario and Luigi Brothership, coming out November 7th, only on Nintendo Switch. Now, Liv, you've heard of Paper Mario, right?
I can confirm.
You've heard of Super Mario RPG, right?
That I also have heard of.
What if we decided to add those together, add a little bit of Mario and Luigi from the DS, and then kind of make it very not challenging and give you Mario and Luigi Brothership? Would you play it?
I don't know. Maybe you should tell me more about it.
You see what I did there? No. So this is kind of a love letter to Paper Mario, to Super Mario RPG, as I mentioned, and the Mario and Luigi series. You're going on an adventure across Concordia to obviously fight Bowser and all that fun jazz. And from the trailer, you literally get to see combat. It's that timed combat. You press A perfectly. Congrats, you deal more damage or have a cool little effect that happens. And then there are obstacles all along the way where you have to team up with Luigi to put fires out, to walk across the ground, hop on platforms that need 2 people. Me personally, I appreciate the love letter. It's kind of cool that they're trying to differentiate from all 3 of them. But be a little more original, Nintendo, because this literally feels like you are throwing us something in November to try and get the holiday money. Nintendo, do better. However, I will play it because I'm a sucker for RPGs, so they got me.
Well, they already have 1 sale.
2, because Liv is getting 1 as well.
No, I'm not. 8th on our list is Planet Coaster 2, which is releasing on all platforms, well, aside from the Nintendo Switch, on November 6th. As a fan of Roller Coaster Tycoon, this looks a little more involved. You're going to create your own theme park and manage it. There's a career mode that has set scenarios and challenges for you if you just don't want to play in the sandbox mode, where you could free flow and make whatever type of park. This would have rigid goals for you and keep you on task. Now, for the first time ever, you get to collaborate with your friends in franchise mode to create the best theme park empire and compete with others to reach the top of the worldwide leaderboards. What does that mean? Counting stats for how many people come into your park? I don't know, but you can also visit your friends' theme parks as a guest. I kind of like that. You could be a little visitor, or you could be the tycoon manager. I don't know. This sounds like a fun game.
It's really nice when the second game in a series actually takes it to another level in a positive way. There's so many series out there where the game just tanks, like 2 sucks, 3 sucks, 4 might be good, but no. This is building off of everything Planet Coaster delivered on, and the fact that you can go visit your friend's park, it's like, hey, you know what? I don't want to build today. I'm just going to go ride some rides. That is awesome, and I know you're picking this one up, Liv.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't played the first one, which I don't really think matters, but it looks fun.
So number 7 on our list, it's coming out for the PS5, Switch, and PC. Sorry, Xbox, you don't get no love. Seems to be a recurring thing nowadays. But it comes out November 22nd, and that is Spiritmancer. Spiritmancer is a 2D side-scroller, which Liv kind of, tossed in our way with that cyber Taoism punkish thing. But this dials it up to 11 with deck building elements. I have never heard of a side scroller with deck building elements, and I was like, okay, I've got to stop and take a look at this. The art style is beautiful and engaging. Literally, the opening part of the trailer, you land in some world, a pig grabs a gun and swallows the gun and then wanders off. I know that's weird, but it somewhat had me vested to watch the whole trailer, and I'm happy I did, because platformers, I feel, don't get a lot of love nowadays. We kind of get very safe cookie cutter. We're gonna color by numbers and just deliver you a mid game that might sell. This looks like they're taking a risk, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, pig swallowing a gun. Did not expect that to be said today, but here we are.
Was that not on your daily bingo card?
It was not. Next up, we have Slitterhead, which is releasing on all platforms aside from the Nintendo Switch yet again on November 8th. The game's first trailer looked like a survival horror game, but now it looks more like an action game. You play as Hyoki, an entity devoid of memory and physical form. His only motive is to eradicate Slitterheads crawling around the city, disguising themselves as humans. You need to find allies among the humans known as rarities and infiltrate and track dangerous organizations, and then beat them up. Harnessing the power of blood. Now, that sounds kind of crazy, but if you're looking at the gameplay, it kind of is. This game looks really unique and extremely weird, and that kind of sounds a little interesting to me.
I love it when we can get kind of a fresh take on multiple genres, because this definitely does feel survival horror, but also when you get into the combat, it's like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. And this one I'm actually pretty excited for. I actually have this pre-ordered, and barring work travel, I'll let Liv eventually talk about that one. I am definitely playing this day one.
Yeah, I had a feeling because the combat looks a little JRPG-y. Would you say so?
It's RPG-stacular.
Okay, we're moving on.
Number 5 on our list is a game that is arguably the best game of all time if we look at numbers, and that is Tetris Forever, coming out on everything November 12th. Liv, how much do I love Tetris?
A lot, and I didn't know that was possible.
Right? I mean, you just thought I was the JRPG guy, but apparently I like isometric blocks as well, huh?
Yeah, you're so diverse.
So, Tetris Forever takes the Tetris formula, it's dialing it to 11. We actually get 10 games throughout the history of Tetris from the various platforms they were released on, from the OG one back in the day in Russia, all the way through various life cycles of Tetris. And honestly, that's awesome. When you get a game that can be 10 different games in one, the enjoyment is endless. And if you haven't played Tetris yet, 1, what is wrong with you? 2, stop listening after the episode and go play a Tetris game. Thank me later. And 3, it is addicting. Try Tetris 99. If you don't believe me, you will be hooked as you punish other people with those tetri.
Tetri, huh? Okay.
I mean, I don't know how to do it plural, so tetri it is.
Moving on, just outside of the top 3, we have the MySims Cozy Bundle, which is releasing exclusively on the Nintendo Switch on November 19th. MySims is back, and it's bringing 2 games for the price of 1, MySims and MySims Kingdom. If you need a refresher, this is going to be a port. So, in MySims, you play as a mayor of a town who needs help restoring the town, rebuild it, decorate it, and attract new residents to befriend. Kinda sounds Animal Crossing-esque. In MySims Kingdom, all you do is build up the kingdom and hope for it to thrive. You could send people out on quests. This one has a little more of a story to it. And it's The Sims, so everything is customizable. Did you play this back in the day, James?
So, I'll be honest, my only Sims experience was the SimCity game for the Super Nintendo. I am dating myself, everybody. However, giant comma. When Liv put this on as a recommended game, I was prepared to roast her and do some Sims noises, but then I watched the trailer, and it kind of has me vested, because I feel like this deviates from the Sims norm and actually lets you kind of enjoy it a little bit more. And I appreciate when long-standing franchises can do that.
Maybe Sims spin-off games are back, and we can hopefully one day talk about Sims busting out and Herb Sims in the City coming back on modern consoles. Music to my ears.
Translation, Liv's buying it in Sim. Moving on, we have a game that a lot of us have been waiting for. By a lot of us, I mean me and other RPG fanatics. It's coming out November 14th on everything, so you have no excuse not to get it, and that is the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. The original trilogy of Dragon Quest, even up to Dragon Quest IV, was on the NES, and while you could enjoy some of them that were remade for the Nintendo DS, 1 through 3 kind of got left out. We did get a cool Play Asia, Play 1 through 3 on the Nintendo Switch, but this is a love letter to RPG fans. Octopath Traveler started the HD 2D renaissance for classic RPGs, and this is gonna be it to a T. Beautiful turn-based combat. If you're a fan of Akira Toriyama, RIP this year, you get to see his art style on full display. And this is just so much fun. I have been waiting for this game for so long. If you're a fan of turn-based RPGs, they are not dead, even if action is kind of the way to go forward. And you're a fan of just beautifully, almost handcrafted scenes, Dragon Quest III is right up your alley. And I, for one, this is a day one buy, basically on every system. So my wallet's going to hate me.
You're going to buy it on every system that you have?
So, spoiler alert, I like to play my RPGs on my PlayStation 5. However, with the metric ridiculousness, craziness that is my work travel life, I have to also get things on Switch, otherwise I end up playing the same game.
Next up, we have LEGO Horizon Adventures, which is strangely not a PlayStation exclusive. This game will be released on all platforms except for Xbox. Sorry, Xbox fans. This game launches November 14th. This game takes place where the Nora tribe live, in Mother's Heart, in the Horizon Zero Dawn universe. You could play as Aloy, Varl, Tirsa, or Erend. And it's a LEGO game. There's a lot of silliness to it. It looks a little like you can decorate the area, the central hub where you hang out. There's a Ferris wheel. You could dress up like a hot dog. But, you know, Aloy's busy because she has to defeat the Pharaoh Plague's machines and other enemies in the universe. This game looks extremely silly, and it's kind of perfect for a LEGO game, as when you're playing Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West, you need to rip off parts of the monsters, the enemies, so to speak, and get down their armor so you can actually kill them. Now, this game could be played solo, couch co-op, or online co-op. There's a lot of versatility here.
So, random fourth wall break here. Both Liv and I are major fans of the Horizon series. We even were on a podcast episode together dunking on our co-hosts at the time a few years back for their lack of care for one of the best games and series ever released. I, for one, am excited for this, and hey, Liv, I think we finally found a game we can co-op together.
Yes, I agree.
That leaves us with number one. And number one this week, it's an old franchise being brought back with a twist, and that is Metal Slug Tactics, releasing for everything on November 5th. Now, Metal Slug games, it's usually side-scrolling, just shoot 'em up, grab the power-ups, defeat the boss, keep moving on. They decided, we're going to give you a tactical RPG from a top-down isometric point of view, and holy crap, it's so wild, it's awesome. When you completely change your entire formula, and by the way, this formula has been their formula for 30 plus years. When you completely loop-de-loop it and give us something new, I am excited. Now, spoiler alert, Liv doesn't know this because surprise everybody, my number one pick was actually also going to be LEGO Horizon Adventures, but we can't have one and one, so I had to give Metal Slug Tactics an awesome shout out. If you have never experienced the Metal Slug franchise, this is a cool way to do it, because I know shoot 'em ups can be amazingly unforgiving. Looking at you, Ikarugua. So if you don't want that difficulty and frustration of a shoot 'em up, have some fun with Metal Slug Tactics. Who knows? You might like tactics RPGs after you shoot all your enemies.
Well said. This game kind of looks interesting to me.
Wait, what?
So maybe. What?
Time out. Did you just say an RPG sounds interesting?
Yeah, this kind of looks interesting. Don't get too excited, okay? Simmer down.
We got to retire the show, everybody. Liv just said an RPG looks interesting. I don't know what to do with myself. I am now going to proceed to run around my room and scream with glee. Sorry for your ears. 3, 2,
Well, I guess that's the perfect way to wrap it up here. So, James, what are you most looking forward to this November?
So actually, most of these games on this list I am actually looking forward to, and my wallet is going to hate me. But the one I am going to be playing as soon as possible is honestly Metal Slug Tactics, followed by you and me playing some Lego Horizons.
Yeah, that's number 1 on my list. I love Horizon, which James told you all about, but also never played a Lego game before, so this will be my first one.
I swear to God, if you play this without me, show's over. Ladies and gentlemen, we will break up.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for watching today's episode. Which November video game are you most looking forward to? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Top Tenor Show for a new video every Friday.
And if none of you play Lego Horizons, you're all fired. Just kidding, we love you forever.